Now let's move forward with the continuation part of English Kumar Bharti Unit 2, lesson number 2.5. The name of the lesson is Let's March. Friends, all the great religions teach us to care for our children. Jesus said, "Let the children come to me, do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to them." The Holy Quran says, "Kill not your children because of poverty." Friends, there is no greater violence than to deny the dreams of our children. Therefore, I refuse to accept that all the temples and mosques and churches and prayer houses have no place for the dreams of our children. I refuse to accept that the world is so poor when just 1 week of global military expenditure can bring all the children to classroom. I refuse to accept that all the laws and constitutions, police and judges are unable to protect our children. I refuse to accept that the circles of slavery can never be stronger than the quest for freedom. I refuse to accept here. My only aim in life is that every child is free to be a child, free to grow and develop, free to eat, sleep and see daylight, free to laugh and cry, free to play and learn, free to go to school and above all, free to dream. Here the writer quotes lines from various religions to show that all religions urge us to take care of our children. There is no greater violence than to kill the dreams of children, and therefore all religions must work towards the protection of underprivileged children. He refuses to accept any excuse which says that the world cannot wipe out the evils of child abuse. His aim is that every child should be free to live his or her childhood. So, according to him, the only aim in life is that every child is free to be a child. Child should be free to grow and develop. Child should be free to eat, sleep and see daylight. The child should be free to laugh and cry. The child should be free to play and learn. The child should be free to go to school and above all. And the child should be free to dream. I have the privilege of working with many courageous people who have the same aim. We have never given up against any threat or attack, and we never will. We have made progress in the last couple of decades. We have reduced the number of out of school children by half. We have reduced the number of child laborers by a third. We have reduced child mortality and malnutrition, and we have prevented millions of child death. But let us make no mistake, great challenges still remain. Friends, the biggest challenge or biggest crisis knocking on the doors of humankind is fear and intolerance. We have utterly failed our children in imparting an education that gives the meaning and objective of life, an education that gives a sense of global citizenship among the youth. The writer says that he mentions that his fellow activists have not given up on their struggle due to threats or attacks and will continue to do the same. They have successfully reduced the number of children out of school by half and child laborers by a third. They also have reduced child mortality. Mortality means death, especially on a large scale. So they have reduced child mortality, malnutrition, and have prevented many child deaths. But there are still many challenges left to overcome. A complete, global, and superior education system is needed to erase fear and intolerance against mankind. I am afraid that the day is not very far away when the cumulative result of this failure will culminate in an unprecedented violence, and that will be suicidal for mankind. Rights, security, hope can only be restored through education. Young people like Malala, I have started calling her my daughter Malala, not just Malala, so my daughter Malala and other daughters including Kayanat. In fact, two Kayanats and Sazia and the daughters from Africa and from all over the world. They are rising up and choosing peace over violence, tolerance over extremism, and courage over fear. The solutions are emerging, but these solutions cannot be found in the deliberation, in conferences alone, and cannot be found in prescriptions from a distance. Here, deliberations mean long discussion after careful thinking. They lie in small groups and local organizations and individuals who are confronting with the problem every day. Even if they remain unacknowledged, unrecognized, and unknown to the world, the solutions are with them. Here, confronting means facing and attacking. Here, the writer says that a complete, global, and superior education system is needed to erase fear and intolerance amongst mankind. Young Malala, the young people like Malala, both the Kayanats. Who are the Kayanats? Yeah, both Kayanats means here Kayanat Sumru, who was a Pakistani rape victim who fought against all odds to get justice. Another Kayanat is Kayanat Riaz, who also accompanied Malala and was shot by the Taliban on her right arm. And Sazia. Who was Sazia? Sazia Riaz was also shot in her shoulder and hand on the same day. So young people like Malala, both the Kayanats, Sazia and the girls from Africa are choosing peace over violence, tolerance over extremism. Here extremism means the holding of extreme political or religious views. So they are holding of extreme political religious views and courage over fear. New solutions are emerging amongst the small groups and local organizations at the grassroots level.